This is Module 3, Lesson 37. We're getting so close to the end of this module. We are going to practice decomposing 90 and 180. And the reason we've chosen those is that these are two common angles that you run across in geometry. So we start off with 90 at the top. When we decompose, that means we're going to take that number apart. So for instance, if I decided to if I were going to say, okay, so 90 and I know one part of it is 10, well, what is my other part? Well, the other part would be 80, correct? Because 90 minus 10 equals 80. So we're going to look at this. We're going to keep doing it with some different numbers as we go, just so that we can practice. So what if I were to put 40 in here, and I had 40 as one part? Well, then I know that 90 minus 40 is 50, and I know 50 would be the other part that I would put in. What about if we went with 15? Well, I know that 90 minus 15 is equal to 75. So I know 75 would be the other part because 15 plus 75 would give me 90. Do you see how this works? It's pretty straightforward. It's basically just doing addition and subtraction. What if we do 45? That's a really common one to do. So if I said 90 minus 45, well, I happen to know that 45 plus 45 is 90. So I could decompose my 90 degrees into 45 plus 45. Let's do one more. What if we did a 60-degree angle? So what if I said 90 minus 60, and that would be 30. So 60 plus 30 is equal to 90. All right, let's look at 180. Let's start off with one that's pretty obvious. Let's just say 180 and 90. If 90 is one part, well, 90 plus 90 is 180. What if we decided to go with, let's say that I have 10 here. So what's going to go in my other part? Well, 180 minus 10 gives you 170. So let's do just a couple more here. What if I had 150 here? So 180 minus 150, well, my other angle would be 30 because the two of those together would equal the 180. And let's do one last one. What if I chose to do an angle or decompose into parts of 60, 180 minus 60? So my other part would be 120 because the two of those together is equal to 180. Let's go on to the next page, and we're going to practice again what we practiced with our fluency yesterday. So we're going to start by writing our multiplication problem as 30 times 23, and remembering that we're doing 3 tens times 3 ones plus 3 tens times 2 tens. So let's start with 3 tens times 3 ones. And we know that 3 tens times 3 ones is 90. And then we're going to try 3 tens times 2 tens, which is the 2 tens turn into 100, and we've got 600. So this is actually one of the problems we did yesterday, and we know that 30 times 23 is 690. Let's look at 40 times 23, or 4 tens times 2 tens plus 4 tens times 3 ones. We will start with the 4 tens times 3 ones, and that is 12 tens, or 120. And now we'll do 4 tens times 2 tens. Well, that is going to be 8 hundreds, and we have 920 for our answer there. We have 40 times 34, or 4 tens times 4 ones plus 4 tens times 3 tens. So 4 tens times 4 ones is 16 tens. 4 tens times 3 tens is 12 hundredths. So when we add those together, we get 1,360. All right, our next problem is 50 times 45. Again, we're going to think of that in terms of their units, and we're going to name them that way. So 5 tens times 5 ones is 25 tens. And then we'll do 5 tens times 4 tens because it's 40. And we know that the 10 times 10 gives us hundreds. So we have 5 tens times 4 tens is 20 hundreds. So 20 hundreds. When we add those two together, we get 2,250. All righty. I do feel like these numbers are the same numbers as yesterday, so we're just practicing them again. This last one, 6 tens times 39, or 60 times 39. 6 tens times 9 ones is 54 tens. And then we'll do 6 tens times 3 tens, which gives us 18 hundredths. We're going to add those two together for our answer. And our answer is 2,340. All right, that's it for our fluency today.